So every now and then you get a chance to chop it up with Adrienne of Flower Powered. Adrienne, how's your Sunday?
Oh, it's going smoothly now that I got my computer to be my friend.
You just got to talk nicely to it sometimes. Sometimes it's just a matter of talking nicely to your computer. I've had issues.
Oh,
I've had
so
issues.
knocking it upside its head's probably not being nice.
It's probably the change in weather. I mean, ever since spring came around, my allergies have been kicking in. Your computer just might have allergies.
Oh, it's allergic to me, I'm sure.
It happens. So talk a little bit about that logo that's on your shirt there.
So, Flower Powered Products, we are a woman-owned and minority-owned business, and we specialize
When you
in,
say woman owned, you're talking about yourself, right?
yes, yes, sir.
Yep.
Just me. Well, I have my kids on the LLC and my family supporting me, so I can't
So
just say it's just me, but I
one,
do all the heavy lifting.
so one thing I always ask people is, a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs. There's entrepreneurs and then there's actual entrepreneurs. 99% of the people out there that have some sort of dream are scared to death to take that leap of faith. Talk to me a little bit about how you took that leap of faith. What made you have that faith that you could start your own business?
Well, actually, it wasn't a leap of faith for me. I was kind of pushed into it. I worked for 8 years for a CPA, and recently that CPA was affected by the wildfires in Malibu. So on February 19th, I was out of a job and wasn't prepared. So, but I had always had this passion project that I had worked on the side. And so I had always been tinkering with CBD and THC because I am an avid user myself. So, once I was laid off, it was either be a 54-year-old woman that's out in the job market looking for another employer, or I can step into my real destiny and follow my dream, which is to be a business owner. So I put my credit cards and my savings on the line, and we're out here just trying to live the dream and have faith in God that we'll be blessed because again, with the job market right now, you're either an employer or an employee. So I'm going to
Or
bet on me.
or an entrepreneur, somebody out there hustling, somebody out there building their own dreams.
Exactly. So I want to be an employer.
So talk a little bit about some of the products that you're involved with.
So our top selling product right now is our beverages. So what we do is supply beverages that help with insomnia, with chemotherapy pain, with um, just pain in general, because I
Do you have a
think
little
that
show and
pain
tell?
is across the board a unifier.
Do you have a little show and tell?
So I have these are but our beverage bottles right here. They come in lemonade and
Here,
Arnold.
put it closer to the video. Oh,
So these are our bottles.
that one's empty.
They're all in my car. If you want to go, hang on a second. I can get
No,
some
no,
out my
no.
ice chest.
It's okay. It's okay. So you fill those up with like lemonades and what other flavors?
I have Arnold Palmer, lemonade, iced tea, and dang, what's apple juice.
Awesome. And then they're CBD enhanced, is that correct?
Yes, so everything is CBD infused in our entire product line, and the beverages are the best sellers, and they're fast acting. So once you drink the beverage, you can feel it within 20 minutes or so.
That's awesome. And who are some of your target audiences?
So my target audience, number one is athletes because with the World Cup coming and the LA Games coming, we've already approached some medaled Olympians to endorse us and use our products. So we're working heavily on that to attract athletes that'll be coming to the LA area for the World Cup as well as for Super Bowl. So we're primarily targeting athletes and I mean, not just Olympic athletes, I mean, everyday athletes as well. All of us go to the gym, all of us have aches and pains. So
That is
I'm
true.
So, I mean, if you have an active lifestyle, then you're going to have some kind of muscle ache and pain. And so we're targeting, active lifestyles in general.
So, talk a little bit about overcoming fear. As an entrepreneur, it's got to be scary. How do you overcome fear?
Well, one pivotal moment in our recent journey is, when you're an entrepreneur, you're dealing with the problems of, funding and inventory and, do people even want my product? So, you know, I, I I was, struggling with all those same thoughts. And I was at a pop-up recently, and I had a young lady come up to me that I didn't know was a client. And she said, are you Adrienne? Because I've been looking for this Adrienne girl from Flower Powered. And off the top, I was like, uh-oh. Like,
Do I
what
owe you
I
money?
do, what I do, what I do. But she went on and she gave me this moving testimony, and it really put it all in perspective to me and said that she was a cancer patient. She had been struggling with insomnia. She had been struggling with bone pain, and her daughter gifted her a sampler pack of our products, and she fell in love with the beverages, and they actually helped her with the quality of her life. And I was like, wow, that's a deep statement to tell someone that your product helped the quality of my life and that I'm suffering from pain and you help me on a daily basis. So I felt like, okay, so let's pivot. So we're not just looking for Olympians. We're looking for the everyday person that's in pain because pain is universal. It doesn't matter if you have cancer or arthritis or kidney pain. I mean, pain is the unifier across the board, and I think that everybody can relate to that.
So, again, how do you overcome some of the fears of being an entrepreneur?
But by getting feedback from my clients, from knowing that they let me know that I'm on the right track. If you come to me and say, hey, you know, I don't use CBD or I'm not a weed smoker, but someone gave me your products and they actually work and they help me move past the stigma of marijuana and actually help me heal myself. That is what motivates me. I go by feedback a lot. So I'm always afraid of saying, is this person gonna like my products or do they even work? Maybe they work for me, but they didn't work for that other person. So I'm always encouraged by the feedback. That's what keeps me on track and that's what keeps me motivated because as a new business owner, it's easy to be discouraged because it's hard.
It ain't
And to be
easy.
a solopreneur and do it all yourself, it's intimidating and it's humbling because you're not as smart as you thought you were. And so you have to
God
surround
teaches you
yourself
something new every day.
you have to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you and then it encourage you and tell you you're on the right track and also give you that healthy feedback. So if you're not on the right track, they'll tell you and give you the honest opinion like, no, that's not going to work or try something different because I'm not feeling it. So being an entrepreneur is a daily struggle for me. And if someone says, no, I didn't like that, then now I have to formulate a way to make that work and resolve that problem. I'm a problem solver. And if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to find a problem and solve it.
How'd you come up with flower powered?
Well, when I researched this industry, I found that a lot of edibles are really made from the sticks, the stems, the throwaway portion of the marijuana plant. Whereas I wanted to make sure that the most potent part of the plant was where we started. So that I feel like that was our differentiator. We only use the flower part of the marijuana plant versus the sticks and stems so that I know that my flavor is better and my potency is going to be top tier because I'm not using, although it's all, sustainable and sustainable is a big buzzword right now. But I mean, I'd rather sell the sticks and stems to my competitor and use the flour that I know my customers all appreciate as far as taste, as far as consumption. It's going to be a better flavor, a better ride, I would say. So
Well,
flower powered is all about we are powered by the flower of the plant and nothing else.
well, she's Adrienne. She's powered by the flower. She's doing good things for people that need it. Adrienne, I appreciate your time. Thanks for chopping it up with me.
Thank you for having me.